Okay, good day. This is Mystic Twin, and I'm pleased to guide you through this course on graphic design. Alright, I have my Photoshop opened already. I'm working on Photoshop CC 2015. There are other versions of Photoshop you can also use, and I'm currently working on the Windows 8 version of the operating systems. Okay, today we'll be learning about the tools window and the layer window, and after today's class we'll be doing a simple design using certain tools in this tools window and using our layer. Okay, first of all, I have a new file opened on my Photoshop here, and to do that you can just go to your file, new, or you press your Ctrl plus N button on your keyboard for those working on Windows operating systems. So I have a new file open already, and these are the settings I imputed. The name of the file is, if you check here, you see the name here, graphic design, and I'm just trying to do it. Okay, and the size I put there was 1300 by 1300 pixels. My resolution was 300 pixels per inch. My color mode, that is for my bits. My bit was 16 bits, and my background color was white. So that's the settings I imputed to have this file you're seeing here. So I have my file opened, a new file opened already. The title of the file is called graphic design. So today we'll be going through. Now to start your journey on Photoshop, you need to understand the function of these tools window, because everything you'll be designing on Photoshop will be done with these tools. They will be done with any of these tools. These tools are like working equipment you use for your design. Just like a farmer goes to the farm with these tools. These tools are the cutlass, the hoe, the shovel. All those things, they are tools used for farming. Now you cannot do farming successfully without these tools. You might have your farmland, you might have the seed to plant, but if you don't have these tools, you find your farming will be so tiring and difficult. So to successfully do your design, you need to master certain tools here. Now this tools window is called tools window. When you go to your window menu, there's a particular option there called tools. So this is your tools window. It is the window that is housing all the tools you'll be using for your design on Photoshop. All the tools you'll be using for your design on Photoshop. So the first tool. Now all these tools they have their specific function. They have what they do. They have their unique function. Just like a shovel has this function, a cutlass has this function, a hoe has this function. You cannot use a hoe to start cutting trees. It will not do the work. So cutlass has its function and hoe has its function. So that's how every tool here has their specific function they carry out in your design. So we'll be looking at these tools one by one. This one, the first one here, is your move tool. This one is a rectangular mark tool. When you take your cursor closer to the tools, it will display the names for you. So we have the polygonal lasso tool, magic wand tool, crop tool, eyedropper tool, spot healing brush tool. We have your type tool, we have your pen tool, we have the custom shape tool. So all these things, all these tools that they have their specific function. But for the sake of introduction, we'll be limiting our talk just on 3 tools. Yeah, I call them the key tools you need in your design. For now, I call them the key tools. Every designer makes use of these 3 tools. Please note that these tools is what I call key tools. Now, another designer might have the tool he considers his own key tools. So I'm not speaking on the general notes that the tools I call my key tools for designing. But you see, every designer makes use of these tools, and these tools are your move tool, your type tool, and your shape tool. Now, before I go into details in these tools, I would like to note that when you look at all these tools here, you find out that there is a small triangular shape beneath all these tools here. Apart from this, your zoom tool, every other tool here has this little triangle there. And this little triangle has this function. Any tool you see with that little triangle is trying to tell you that that particular tool has other tools inside it. That tool is like a group of tools that are grouped. That is why it's having that triangle there. Now, when you right click on those, any tool that has that triangle, when you right click on it, you see other tools under it. If I right click on this my move tool now, I will see that it has another tool there, which is the artboard tool. If I right click on this my polygonal lasso tool, I will see other tools there. We have the lasso tool there, we have the polygonal lasso tool, and we have the magnetic lasso tool. These tools have their specific functions. When I click on this my brush tool, I will see my brush tool, my pencil tool, my color replacement tool, mixer brush tool. When I right click on this, I will see my gradient tool, paint bucket tool. So when you right click on these tools, you will see other tools there. Another way of bringing these tools is by long pressing. Either you right click or you long press. Long press means you will left click, but you hold on your left click. So when I hold on my left click, other tools under that tool show. So that is the basic. But when I right click on this my zoom tool that doesn't have it, I will not see anything. When I right click on long press, I will not see anything. So when you right click on those tools having that small yellow icon there, small triangle icon there, you will see the other tools there will display. So let's talk about our move tool. Basically, your move tool is used. Your move tool is used to change the direction, change the position of objects on your design. The objects you're using to design, you can use move tool. It is called move. Now you can know the functions of these tools from their name. It is called move tool. You can use it to move objects from one place to another in your design. For example, let me have one object here. Let me say I have this object here. Now, if I try to pick this object now to move it to this side, what I will be doing is to draw another shape. If I try to move this object, it will be drawing another shape for me. So to move this object now from this point to this point, I will need to use my move tool. Once my move tool is clicked, I can move this object from one position to another in this my design space. But if another tool is being clicked, I cannot do that. It will be drawing another shape for me. I don't know if you're getting it. So once my move tool is clicked, I can move this object from one position in my design to another position. So that's basically what you use a move tool to move objects from one position to another position. Another thing you can use a move tool to do is to resize the object, to change the size of your object, to make it bigger or to make it smaller. Now when my move tool is being clicked, I will see all these square boxes on the borders of my move tool. these square boxes are showing you the part where you can enlarge or reduce, where you can resize your object. Now when I click on any of these boxes, I can use it to enlarge my object or reduce it. Enlarge my object or reduce it. I can use it to enlarge my object, I can use it to what? Reduce it. After enlarging and reducing, I'll just click on this and commit transform here. This is to transform the object. Transform means to change. So I'll just commit transform here and it will effect it to show the effect here. So if these square boxes are not showing on your own Photoshop, it might be that your show transform controls is not activated. For example, if this is deactivated now, I will not see that thing there again, but I can still move my document. Now if it's not activated, either you activate it, or if you want to resize your object, you press your Ctrl plus T on your keyboard. Ctrl key plus T on your keyboard. Ctrl plus T on your keyboard. If you are using the Mac OS, you can use your Command plus T on your keyboard. So once you press on your Ctrl plus T, those controls will show. Those transform controls, all these square boxes here at the border, they are called transform controls. So once you press your Ctrl plus T, those transform controls will show, and from there you can resize your object. After doing it, you either press your enter key or you click on transform, whichever one will work for you. But for beginners, I will advise that you activate your show transform control so that you know what you're doing. So basically, that's what you use your move to do. So let me say I have another object here now. Let me change color this time. I have another object now, and I just draw this my object. If I want to select this particular object now, I'll do it with my move tool. Just click it. Once auto select is activated, I can just select this my object. And it will be selected. I can just select this my object, and anyone I select, I can work on it. So that's basically what you use your move tool to do. So like I said before, for this particular course, we'll just be looking at just your move tool, your type tool, and your shape tool. So we've talked about the move tool. Next we'll talk about is your type tool. Under this your type tool, like the name implies, it just is for formatting of text, to write your text and to format it, writing and formatting of text. So when I click on my type tool, I can use it to write text and format it. Formatting of text means transforming the text, like changing the look of the text, like putting the font color, the font size, the font style, and all that, even the alignment. Now under this type tool, we have the horizontal type and the vertical type. The horizontal type is used to write and format horizontal letters. If I write, for example, I can write welcome to this class. You can see that it's writing horizontally. It's writing horizontal. Horizontal means from left to right. Vertical means from up to down. But if I click on my vertical type tool, which is used to write vertical letters, you write vertically. So I can write welcome to this class. So that's the main difference between my horizontal type tool and my vertical type tool. That's just the major difference. That's what you use your text tool to do, to write and format text. So if I select this particular text, for example, okay, let me say horizontal, welcome to this class, horizontal. So I will note one that is my horizontal. So this is my horizontal now. from this, now this my option window. Any of these tools I click, they have their particular option in your option window. For example, if I click here now, you see the option window setting is changing. So when I click on my type tool, if you look at your option window, you will see different options there. This one is to change your font style. Font style is like the handwriting of your font, of your text. It's like your font style. So when I click on it, different font styles will show. I can change my font style from here. You can see the font style has changed. It was looking like this before, but now it has changed. From here now, I can change my I can put my this one is for your font. This one is for your font style. Like I can choose if it will be bold or italic or something like that. Italic means it will be bent. From here, I can choose my font size. I can increase my text from here. You can see that the text now is now big. This one is basically the size of my text. And from here, I can choose the alignment. If I want it to be aligned center, okay, let me put it. Let's reduce the size a little. Let's reduce the size a little. Okay. So if you watch this text now, this text is center alignment, which means it is equal. No, right left alignment. It is equal at the left. But when I click on center alignment, you see that it has come to the center. It is now equal. It has equal size from on the left and on the right. When I click on my right alignment, you see that it is now equal at the right. So this is what from here you can change the alignment of your text. While from here you can change the color. Once you click here to show you this color palette, from here they have different colors you can work on. As you're changing, be observing your text here. You will see that your color is changing from here. So as you're changing, you see that the color of your text is changing. This tool here, this eyedropper tool here, you can use it to pick any color outside your color picker here. You can use it to pick any color. For example, I can click on this now and it will locate my black here. Locate it black here and color it here. So you can use it to locate any color here and it will show the effect here. So from here you can change the color of your text. From here you can tilt your text, give it another look. There are many things you can do on Photoshop, but we'll still come to this later. This is your character layer. You can see it. This is your character window. Just click it. A character window will pop up that will look like this. From here you can do many formatting on your text. So that is why I said your text is not just used to type text, it's also used to do some formatting on your text. So after doing everything you want to do on your text, you click on commit text. You click on this commit text. Once you click on it, your text will be there. Your text will be there. So that's basically what you do with your text tool. You use it to type and format horizontal text and vertical text. Now the next one we'll look at is your shape tool. Your shape tool is basically used to draw shapes on your design. It's basically used to draw shape on your design. Now note that there is no particular tool in this your tools window called shape tool. There is no particular tool called shape tool. Why I'm calling it shape tool is that it is the place where all your shapes are grouped. Remember, all these tools here are grouped tools. They are grouped tools. That's why they have this little triangle here. When you press on any of them, you will see the other tools in that group. You see the other tools in that group. So under this my shape tool, when I long press here, I'm seeing other tools here, which is my rectangle tool, rounded rectangle tool, ellipse tool, polygon tool, line tool, and custom shape tool. So all these things are different shapes you can put in your code. So that's why I'm calling them shape tool. That's why I'm calling it shape tool. It is the place where all your shapes are built. So when let me start from this my rectangle tool. Rectangle tool basically used to draw rectangles and square on your design. Yes, rectangle and square on your design. If I click on my rectangle tool now, it will give me rectangular shape like this. And now if I want to get a square shape on this design now, if I want to get a square shape on this design now, I will have to hold on my shift key while drawing. While drawing, I'll hold on my shift key. When I hold on my shift key, you can see that the shape is giving me is a perfect square. A square is a shape, is a rectangle that all the sides are equal. It's giving me a perfect square. But when I leave my shift key, you can see that it's just drawing anyhow. It's just drawing anyhow. But if I click on my shift key again, it will be giving me a perfect square. So that's basically what you use your rectangle to draw rectangles and squares. And to draw your square, you need to hold on your shift key. Now this rounded rectangle is the same thing as rectangle. It does the same work with rectangle. Just the difference is just in the edge. Now when you watch this your rectangle, the rectangle, your rectangle tool you drew, you find out that all the edges are pointed. All the edges are pointed. But with this your rounded rectangle tool, you can have a round edge. You can see the difference now. You can see the difference now. This one has a rounded edge. This one has a pointed edge, but they do the same work. They draw rectangle. The difference is just in the edge, in the edges. One has a pointed edge, one has a rounded edge. Even with this rounded rectangle tool, you can still get a perfect square, and you can do that holding on your shift key. Holding your shift key to give you a perfect square. That's basically what you use your rounded rectangle to do, and that's the difference between your rounded rectangle and your rectangle tool. Your ellipse tool is used to draw circular shapes or oval shape. Circular or oval shape. As you can see, it's drawing like this. Use a oval shape to get a perfect cycle. I will hold on my shift just like I did for my square. I will hold on my shift and it will give me a perfect cycle. It's still the same principle with rectangle. It's still the same principle with rectangle. So that's what I do with my ellipse. My polygon tool is used to draw. Polygons are shape that has from three sides and above. That has a number of sides that are 3 and above. My polygon tool, I can draw a shape that has 10 sides. I can draw a shape that has 20 sides. I can draw a shape that has 6 sides. If you watch this, your rectangle, it just has only 4 sides. Triangle has 3 sides. So I can draw any number of sides I want. If you look at your option window, you see where the right side there under your polygon. You see where the right side. Now this one is 5 sides. 5 sides. But if I draw a shape now, for example, if you look at this shape, let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this particular shape has 5 sides. This particular shape has 5 sides. Let's resize it. Now see. This particular shape has how many sides? 5 sides. Let's draw another one. Let's say 8 sides. 8 sides. Okay, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this shape has 8 sides. So that's basically what you do with your polygon tool. Remember, before drawing it, you need to specify the number of sides you want your polygon to have. You can also have triangle on your listing by putting 3 sides, and it will give you a triangle. But if you watch this your shape tool, there's nothing like triangle tool there. draw triangle with your polygon tool. Your line tool is used to draw line. That one is very simple, just use it to draw line. While your custom shape tool, in your Photoshop, there are custom shapes. Custom means just like follow just like default shape that your Photoshop has. Default shape your Photoshop has. And when I click it, if you look at this your option window here, you will see shape there. You will see shape there. There are different shapes there. There is the arrow shape. There are other arrows. We have the love shape here. We have the blob. They call it blob. Wow. You have the check mark shape. Any shape. Now this is your love shape. Let's use love shape now and draw love here. So after drawing this love, to get a perfect shape, you hold on your shift. But if you don't hold on your shift, you'll be getting anyhow shape. So you see the same principle with rectangle tool and ellipse tool. Hold on your shift key to give it a perfect shape. So love always has red color, where it signifies the heart. It always comes with red color. So you can change the color of your shape with this shape tool being clicked. Because if your shape tool is not clicked, these options will not show here. You can change it by two ways. With this shape tool being clicked, just click on your fill here. The color will change. From here you can change the color. Let's change it to red, and the color will change. Or another way of changing the color is to come to your layer window. After talking about this tools window, we'll come over to the layer window. You come to your layer windows, select that particular shape you want to change the color, and under here, under this four corner something here, under here, just double click. Double click means you click 2 times. Just double click. Once you double click, your color will show up. You can choose any color you want, but we are maintaining our red color. So that's basically what to do with your custom shape window. Custom shape tool. Sorry. So that's basically what to do. Those are the basic tools you need to master in your Photoshop. There are other tools you will still need. Tools like your magnetic lasso used for pictures. Some tools here are used for pictures. Some tools are used for drawings. Some tools are used for graphic design. Some tools are used generally for designing. So something like this, your eyedropper tool, you still need it to select colors. Something like this, your gradient tool, you still use it to add beauty to your design, add gradient to your design. So you still need virtually all the tools here. But for now, it will be great if you can master your move tool, your type tool, and your shape tool, because you'll be using it very well in your designs. So now we'll move over to our layer window. Now every object you'll be working on your Photoshop, every object you'll be working on will be represented in the layer window. Every object now, your layer window now needs careful attention. Every object you are working on will be presented in your layer window. So let's count the number of objects we have in this our design already. This is our design environment already. Let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16. You know your objects includes shape, text, images. Those things are your object. Anything that is on your window is an object, and anything you move there will automatically show in your layer window. So we counted 16 objects here. Let's count how many objects we have in our 16 plus the background, right? 17. Let's count how many objects we have in our layer window. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16. Okay, we have 16 objects here. Let's count how many objects we have here. We have the background 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So every object you have here in your design environment must be represented here. This shape too is this your shape here. Your shape here, as you can see, it's having red color. This shape one now is this one. Sorry for that. Sorry about that. This your shape one now is this your shape here. This your polygon 3 is showing you this polygon. Because we have how many polygons here? We have 1, 2, 3 polygons. That's polygon 1, polygon 2, polygon 3. Now from this your layer window, you can make an object visible or hide it. Now this my rounded rectangle now is this particular one, as you can see it's black now. Once I hide it, it will automatically hide. It will automatically hide. Once I hide this one, it will hide. So that's basically what you do with your layer window. The layer window is used to select your object, the object you're using, and to also give order to your object. Order I mean that since this welcome to this class, this text, since this text is above this ellipse here, once you take this text now, we move object with our move tool. Once you move this object to this place now, you find out that it will be above here. Once I move this welcome to this class beneath to this place, you will find out that it will go to the back of this place. So we use it to give order to object, and also use it to select our object. So that's basically what you do with your layer window. There are also other things you can do with your layer window, like giving special effect to your object, but we'll come to that later. So basically that's what you do with your layer window. So for now we'll be doing just a simple design. I call it simple design because it's just simple. So we are going to delete all this our object we have here and just do a simple design. So let's delete an object. Select the object in your layer window and just delete it. Just press delete, it will delete. Just press delete. That object will delete. We deleted our background before, that was why it removed. You get. So we are bringing back the background. Just press delete. You can also group objects. Select the number of objects. You can pick plenty object at once. As you can see, I've picked all these objects at once. If I want to carry them now, I can carry all of them at once. You get. I can resize all of them at once. Because all of them are selected on my what layer window. So let me just delete them and just do a simple work, just sharp. In 1 minute, I'm done with this work I want to do. So I'm going to be using my text tool and my what shape tool for this design. So first of all, I'll use my rectangle tool, or let's use our rounded rectangle tool. I'll draw a perfect square here. I'm holding on my shift to draw a perfect square. So I'll draw a perfect square here. So I have this. I have something like this. Now. Um. So after this, let me change the color to black. Should I use black? Okay. Let me use this color. You can use any color of your choice. So let me use this color, and let me now write inside here. Okay, what should I write? Let me write okay. You can see as I'm deactivating it, it's deactivating. You get. Okay. Now when you take this your text into any shape that is selected, like this shape is selected now, you can see that it's showing a round selection too. with your text. But if you take it outside it, that selection tool will turn to what? A rectangle shape. If you take it inside, it turn to what? A circular shape. It's telling you that you can, if you are typing here, you will type within the confine of that shape. Like if I type here now, I will type within the confine of this shape. So to correct this, either I deactivate this and type, or I type on a new layer. This is my new layer here. This is my new layer here. If I just type on my new layer, that thing will not show again. So I'm typing welcome to welcome to graphic design. This is basically my design, the design I'm doing. So I will click on, I want to change, I will click on my welcome to, I will click on my welcome to, make it big, make it big. Then I'll click on my text, change the font. I want to use font that everybody will have. Let's use area here. Get area black. Welcome to, get now. You understand what I'm doing? Welcome to, welcome to. So let's click on our graphic and go to our text. Change the font also to area black. I'll come to our move to, make it big, graphic, you get, and click on this one now. Go to my text, change the font to area black, make it big, design. So I have welcome to graphic design. Remember, I can choose on, I can select multiple objects that I want to move. So I have welcome to graphic design now. Let me give it color. Let me say this one will have okay, let me change this my background color to something like this. You get, so this is my text color. Let me do this graphic. Under your text, you have your color here. Let me get, let me make this one black. Then my welcome to, let me make it something. What is this name of this color? Is it peach or pink? Okay. Design. Let me make graphic design to be what? Graphic design to be what? Black. So I have welcome to graphic design, and beneath it I'll put my name. Okay, I want you, when you're doing this thing, you put your own name. Beneath it I'll put my name, which is what? Mystic Tree, and I'll put the alignment towards left and center. I'll put my font to be monotype receiver. Monotype receiver. Then I'll make it what? Bigger. So let's say by mistake make it bigger like this. Get now. Or I can do something else, something like this. Mystic tree. Or let's use that, let's leave it like this. So with this, I've done a simple design. Remember, I can still change my color to maybe anything I want. I can change it to something like this also. And with my text too, I can still change this one. I can select color from here. graphic design. So you can just play around this. So thank you very much for taking this class. Thank you very much for taking this class. I would like you to try just to play around